Everybody, it's Hyper again. So we're gonna continue where we left off last time with the meat cooking, and we're gonna start talking about foraging vegetables and finding stuff that's ready in your world environment. So, first things first, let's open up our metabolism and look at a few of the mechanics. As you may know, as of the 0.6 update, you cannot raise or lower your intelligence, but you can change these three. This one I'm not going to worry about because your constitution you gain just by moving around, so it's pretty passive. The ones I'm worried about are your strength and your dexterity. To gain strength, you need to complete activities while you're under load and you have enough protein, a surplus of protein to build muscle. Now, dexterity, this is purely affected by your fat gain or loss. To gain dexterity, you need to lose fat. To lose dexterity, you have to gain fat. So it can be kind of like a pain in the butt. Now in the real world, we call this lean bulking. You have to get stronger and leaner at the same time. Anybody who has any experience in the gym knows what I'm talking about. I may not sound like it, but I used to go to the gym quite a lot. Slowed down after a few injuries, but there was a time where I was hitting the gym 3 hours a day, and lean bulking can be a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt in this game, but it's not as bad as you think if you do it the right way. Alright, so I'll take a few of these for the road. Let's see, don't need a ghillie suit, I don't know why I have that on. And we'll get started. Alright, so first things first right here. Let's look at our vitamins. You have A, B2, B4, all of your B vitamins. C, E, D, and K. I'm going to show you right now, from my personal experience, the hardest vitamins to keep at good levels and the hardest minerals to keep at good levels are calcium, vitamin K, vitamin D, vitamin E. I don't know if everybody has the same issues I do, but I have noticed from my personal playing that this is a pain in the butt. Those ones I specifically mentioned. Okay, so I'll teach you how to find these naturally and not worry about vitamin pills, and I'll show you why. Vitamin pills, it's good to take 2 a day if you have them, but they're not really necessary. So let's look at the vitamin pills. We'll hover over and we'll hold control down so we can look at these. I mean, look at them. You get good percentages, but you eat 2 pills and you don't want to take too many because you can overdose on them. So, I mean, they have decent amounts. They give you a little bit of all your vitamins. 4 of your minerals, 5 of your minerals in very trace amounts. So they'll help, but that's what they are, a supplement. Don't use these to replace eating vegetables and stuff in game. Now let's look at some of the meat. Alright, see, you get some vitamins from the meat, you get some minerals, but it's not crazy. You're going to get most of this stuff, believe it or not, from vegetables. Particularly mushrooms. I like the mushrooms because you can find them all over the place and they're pretty easy. You can eat them raw and it's not an issue. Like here, right here, vitamins. Look at this compared to the other one. Minerals. You get some of all the minerals. Some of all the vitamins except a few, right? And it gives you pretty good amounts. 17%, 67%, 54%. You even get vitamin D here, 7%. Which, if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the best sources of vitamin D besides milk in the game. So, if you want to lean bulk, don't drink milk, eat some mushrooms. Look at the cucumbers. Pretty good too. Very high in vitamin K. You want to get your vitamin K up? Eat some cucumbers. Very low in total fats too. All this stuff's right here. And again, to get to this menu, just hold control while you hover over the items. So I'm going to show you where to find these in nature and show you where you find other sources of food, okay? Now you're going to notice while I'm standing here, nothing's happening to my strength. But if I start moving around, it turns green and my strength is going up by the current, or by the change amount, plus 0.04 a day. Now, you'll notice Constitution should go up as well. Let's go check Endurance. Moving under a weight load. And you'll see it's going up as I'm moving around with this hiking backpack on. So, that's passive. Dexterity, though, you'll notice that my Dexterity is going down as I move. And when I stop, nothing's really happening. But when I move a little bit, it's saying fat gain, right? It's based on the amount of movement, the amount of calories you're burning, and what you've eaten. So let's go look. Like I said, we're going to hook down, we're going to hook around right here, and go up north again. The reason I like B2 is because, like I said, it has everything. It's water sources. It has a river. It's got a little bit of snow. It's right by the airfield. It's got a World War II bunker in it, a regular bunker, and from my personal experience, a lot of vehicles spawn here in several servers, so they can help you out. Like I said, I have some experience lean bulking. Anybody who's doing it in real life knows if you've never done it before and you're not consistent with it, it's miserable. Like starting a new diet's always hard, and starting a diet while you're exercising a pretty good amount, it's killer. Thankfully, we don't actually fill it in game, right? So let's see. Now this is the thing I want to show you. See, this surface is an unimproved surface road. This, mixed with trees, is where you're going to find an abundance of mushrooms. If you go off-road in a tree area that's not near a paved road, mushrooms are going to grow alongside of it like crazy. This area I drive through frequently, so I see them all the time, but really any area off-road, unimproved surface, you're going to find mushrooms growing everywhere. This is a nice little patch right here. Oh yeah, and these right here, these are cool. These are ramsons. Let me show you the ramsons really quick. Ramsons, Allium ursinium. Never really had them. I don't really know what they are. I guess they're related to chives, but look at this really quick. Vitamin K, 22%. That's pretty good vitamin K content, you know? So I would say when you see ramsons, eat some. I mean, they're mostly carbs. They have some sugar and some fiber, but it's a decent source of vitamin A and K. Since K is kind of hard, in my personal experience, so is E. Go ahead and eat one or two, and then move on. So we're gonna go ahead and eat that really quick. See what kind of mushroom this is. I think it'll even let me pick it up. Let's see, pick it up. Agaricus campestris. Don't know if I said that right. Don't really care. But look at this. 2.6 grams of protein, 2.8 carbs, and the sugar's 1.4 grams. So not too bad. But look over here. You get 3% vitamin D. You get a few things such as the copper I was talking about, and then your B vitamin. So it's not bad. It's another good source. Now these little guys, let's see. These little guys right here are also decent. They're not great, but they're decent. They give you some B vitamins, some copper again, some selenium. Same stats as far as carbs, sugar, and protein as the other mushrooms, so they're not bad. Eat them as you come by them. Let's see. All right, let's pick this up, see what this is. I think these are the best ones. Yeah, the Armillaria millia. I don't know if I said that right again, but look, 3.8 grams of protein, not bad. Carbs, 4.1 grams, but it has more fiber to counteract that, so that's also good. Your B vitamins are pretty much all taken care of except for B12. You've got some D, 4%, C, 3%. You get all of your minerals except for calcium. And let's see if I remember correctly. Mn. What is Mn? I keep thinking New Mexico. I think Mn. I want to say it's a manganese. I'm not sure. I get the two mixed up all the time. I'm pretty sure Mn is manganese. Or is it? Mn. I'm pretty sure it's manganese. Yeah, I'm confident with that. Manganese and magnesium. Manganese is kind of hard to find too, as far as minerals go, but there you go. There's a good source right there. I'll show you where to get calcium as well. And look, there's another mushroom right there. So, paths along roads are where you're going to find unimproved roads in a forest is where you're going to find the mushrooms in abundance. Quite a few of them. You're going to see more. Ooh, there we go. See, this is what I was looking for. An abundance. As I said, I interrupted myself because this is the big boy. This is the best thing you can find, really, as far as vitamins go. This one is amazing. It looks like a big yellow, or not yellow, wow, yellow snowball is what I was going to say. That makes no sense. A big snowball. Pick these up and look at that. You can eat it 10 times. It's called the Lycopteridon gigantea. Again, if I butchered that, sorry. But look at this. 6 grams of protein. So that's about as much as an egg in the game. It has a little bit of sugar, but it's only 3%. So that's not bad. Really not that bad. And it gives you 2 grams of fiber. But look, it gives you a little bit of all of your B vitamins. It gives you 6% D, 5% C, and then it gives you some calcium, a bunch of minerals, and you get a whole bunch of it. So find these. They're easy to notice from afar. I drove past it and I noticed it, so I had to come back, but these things are amazing. Good to eat, good to make vegetable stew with, so Yeah, keep an eye out for those. The Lycopterodon gigantea. I've found them all over the place. I don't know the particular spawn points, but running through the forest, I see them quite often. There were some more mushrooms we just passed off to the left. You're going to see a lot more stuff. Yeah, there's some over there, right in the bushes. There's a little bunker right here. I don't want to deal with that business right now, so we're just going to keep going. Let's see. I know off to the right there should be something that's kind of helpful. Ooh, there it is. I don't know why I didn't see it right away. So this is another good one. This is, I believe, an agave. Don't quote me on this. I think they're related to aloe vera. Agave grows pretty much. It's native where I live. I live in a desert, and big fan of tequila myself. But yeah, this is agave. Now, agave's nice because it has a mineral that's hard to get. There's your calcium, 15% right here. A little bit high in carbs, but it's all fiber, so it's not bad. And it also has high water content, so that's good too. So agave's good because you can right-click it and just eat that. It's gonna say it tastes funny, but go to your metabolism and you're gonna see your food repulsion is already recovering. So just wait till this green bar fills all the way up and then eat another piece of agave. I've noticed they grow really well along the coastline, particularly down here. I've seen a ton of agave plants running through the forest along these coasts. But yeah, there you go. Agave's good. Once my repulsion is done, I'll go find another agave plant, eat the agave, and I'll get my calcium up that way and get a good amount of fiber too, as well as water. Just don't eat too much at once. You don't want to make yourself puke. You don't want to make yourself a sitting duck during PvP. So yeah, we'll move on to the next part. That's how you find. All right, so what we're gonna do first is we are going to go check these trees out. Now, you're gonna notice there's different types of trees for everything in the game. Particularly right here, there's two types. This is a pear tree. That is an apple tree. And you'll notice there's what? I want to say what? 3 pear trees and a couple apple trees. Let's see if we can find ourselves a pear. Oh, right away. Good luck. All right, so the pears, I love pears. 'Cause look at this. Their carbs are all dietary fiber. Protein, 0.8 grams of protein, no sugar. And then the total fat is only 0.2 grams. It's great. Vitamin B4, 137%. You know, you get some K, you get some E, you get some C, you get all kinds of good stuff. You get A, you get iron, copper, you know, zinc, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium. You know, you got all of this good stuff going on for you. So pears are really good. And again, they got good water content. So eat those pears. There's an apple tree. If apples don't drop very often, people are like, oh yeah, let's go looking at the apple trees for food. I'm gonna tell you why you don't want to eat apples in SCUM. They are not really beneficial to you. Maybe we'll find one in the house or something. They don't spawn very often from what I've seen. So they're kind of rare. No apple this time. Maybe I'll just spawn one in at the end of the video to show you what I'm talking about. And this is my own server, so I'm not like an admin abuser or anything like that. It's just it's my private server, so I'll use it to make videos and stuff. Now these little greenhouses, I like call them Quonset huts because that's what they look like to me. Go in these, you're gonna find an abundance of vegetables of different kinds, right? So these plants are cucumber. As you notice, here's a cucumber right here. I already showed you the stats, but here's another good look at them. Again, great for vitamin K, good for water content. A little bit high in sugar, but they also have fiber and protein, so they're not too bad. Eat cucumbers when you find them. Good water content too, so that's the cucumber plant. Let's go to this next one. See what's over here. Oh, looks like it's gonna rain. Right here, these little plants, if they work. Yeah, if you're standing in them and you try and search them, it won't let you, so you gotta stand off to the side. Just another quick tip. Potatoes. There's a potato. Potatoes are amazing. Look at this. Protein, 7.8 grams, 0 grams of sugar, 7 grams of dietary fiber, B6, 46%. C, 41%. B9, you get good amounts, but look at the minerals. That's the most important takeaway from this. It gives you a ton of minerals. So take some potatoes, eat some potatoes. You can eat them raw. You know, they give you the good stuff. They're starchy. I know in real life you don't want to eat too much, but they are very high in the vitamins if you need them. And hey, look, what do you know? Rose hips. They look like the big green bubble, like a more vibrant green than their surroundings. You can identify rose hips from very far. I can see, maybe I can see some. That right there. Those back there, guarantee that's a rose hip. Eat all the rose hips you can. Let's see. There's not really much else over here, so let's start looking inside the buildings.